Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. And finally, it is Ramnath Kovind versus Meera Kumar. So these two are the very important people, rather very honest, and the people. So with lots of these credentials behind them. People, and finally, so the battle is on. And today, Mr. Ramnath Kovind has submitted the nomination forms. And of course, apart from this, some other people also submitted the nomination forms today. So, but the main battle is going to be between Ramnath Kovind and Meera Patil. And of course, so we know that any person who wins this election must get minimum 50%, 50% plus votes. And as of today, it's very clearly evident that 63% is in favor of Mr. Ramnath Kovind, and he is going to be elected as the president of India. And of course, and if you look at Meera Kumar, so though she is supported by UPA and this alliance political parties, so the percentage of votes is considered to be very less. And some people are saying that, in this case, so why she is contesting the election? After all, it's a democracy, right? So whether win or you are going to lose, that's a different thing. So but you are very much eligible for contesting, and UPA wanted to give a contest, and that is the reason why she is being fielded. But anyways, on July 17th, election is going to be taking place, and the results will be out on July 20th. And we are going to have a new president for India, and that is going to be Mr. Ramnath Kovind, right? So now, and see, apart from this, some other people are also filing the nomination forms. But at the end of the day, what happens? So most of the nomination forms will be rejected. Already at the basic level, at the preliminary level only, some nomination forms are being rejected because the credentials are not completely given. And once the last date is over, and once the scrutiny is over, after the scrutiny, some more nomination papers will be rejected because they don't have the signatures of 50 proposers and 50 seconders. Of course, Ramnath Kovind and Meera Kumar, they will have it, but others they may not have it, and those papers may be rejected, right? So but anyway, the candidates are declared now. So we need to wait for July 17th, right? And as you all know, this is the indirect election, and we the people are not going to take part in this election, and we need to just watch the whole scenario. And another important thing that what happened today is that PSLV C38 and the Cartosat 2 has been perfectly placed in the orbit. And along with this Cartosat 2, 29 other nano satellites have also been launched today. Oh, fine, and they all belong to the foreign nations, and that shows the strength of the ISRO, and how ISRO is performing well nowadays. So there is a every step that is being taken by ISRO is a grand success, and hopefully more feathers will be added to the cap of ISRO, right? So regarding this Cartosat, so we'll discuss in a detailed manner in the next class. But for today, I would like to show you some questions, right? So look at the question, read the question carefully, and I already told you how to read the question. Read the question carefully, then understand, then look for the options, right? So then you try to come to a conclusion. Now, look at this. Which of the following is the only state in the country that has not passed SGST Act? State Goods and Services Tax. It has not been passed by one state. It is the only one state as of today. Let me tell you, as of today, it is only one state that has not passed this. But otherwise, when we discussed about the GST, I made it very clear. Apart from this central GST, so we also have the state GST. Until and unless you pass this state GST, the benefits will not be reaching to the states. That is the reason why almost all the states have passed this SGST Act, and some states like Kerala and West Bengal, so they have delayed this because of various reasons. But finally, what happened very recently, they also issued the ordinances. So meaning, as you know, ordinance will come into effect immediately, and finally, the so-called SGST, the GST is going to be rolled out on July 1st, 2017, and everything is ready. And on June 30th midnight, the Prime Minister of India is going to address the nation from Central Parliament Hall regarding this. It is going to be a very, very historical moment. Of course, there will be, these advantages and disadvantages with every system, but it is too early to say, what are the sectors that are going to be, affected positively or negatively. But anyways, so the time, is going to tell us. So, but we need to wait, and the initial jerks will be definitely there. So these are all the things that we have discussed. But anyways, in a long run, definitely there's going to be a benefit for the entire nation. All the people will be benefited. Both the central government and the state governments will also be benefited. Right? How? We have already discussed. Kindly watch that particular video. But now the question is that, all the states have passed. How many states are there in India now? 29. Out of this 29, 28 states have passed this. But one state has not passed it so far. Clear? And which is that state? That's it. That's the question. And the answer is Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir has not passed this so far. Look at the question. Kindly remember this. Right. Okay. Answer is Jammu and Kashmir. And another important point I would like to tell you for the purpose of examination, so when you are rolling out this GST, so you need to have special mechanisms. Everything is being arranged in all the states. But with respect to Telangana state became the first state to inaugurate the office that is related to GST. Of course, all the states are gearing up. That's a different thing. But Telangana became the first state to launch this. Am I clear? But anyways, under any circumstances, now from July 1st, 2017 onwards, this GST is going to be rolled out. Now, look at this. So hopefully I'm clear. If you want to look at the question, you may look at the question once again. And the answer is, see here, deliberately within the brackets, I said, as of June 23rd, 2017. So that is today, right? So that maybe, state Jammu and Kashmir may also come out with this SGST Act very, very soon. All right. So that is the reason why. So deliberately, I kept this date in the bracket. As of today, it has not been passed. Otherwise, hopefully you remember, Assam was the first state to pass this. Okay, Assam was the first state to accept the, this GST, right? Next. And recently, Kerala and West Bengal also issued ordinances on the same. And hopefully you all know what is the meaning of the ordinance. Look at this. And this is the most favorite question in any forthcoming examinations. GST would be rolled out from. It will come into force from June 30th, July 1st, July 31st, August 1st. Hopefully, all my friends, you must be aware of this. We were discussing this for quite long period of time. From July 1st, 2017, GST is going to be rolled out, right? Kindly remember, answer is July 1st, 2017. Kindly remember. And see here, it is not just important for today. It is not just important for today, but in the future also, whenever you write any examination, since GST is being implemented in India for the first time, Now it's a part of current affairs. And tomorrow, maybe after 1 year or 2 years, when your brothers and sisters are writing this examination, even then this is going to be a valid question. Clear? And during that time, so it will become the part of GK. But as of now, it's a part of current affairs. Right? Now, next, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Who of the following issues ordinances at the state level? State level, please. Is it President of India, or Union Law Minister, or the Chief Minister of the concerned state, or the Governor of the concerned state? Clear? I have just taken this question only to, this make it more clear for some of you if you are not aware, because Kerala and West Bengal have issued the ordinances with respect to SGST. So, of course, remaining states have passed. So, they introduced SGST bill in the legislatures and they have passed it over. So, right, since these two states have issued ordinances, tomorrow it may be a possible question, right? And kindly remember, ordinances at the state level are issued by or promulgated by governor of the concerned state. Clear? And as we all know, ordinances will be promulgated by the governor only during the recess. Recess means that is a rest period. Session is not there. If the session is already happening, during the time you can introduce the bill and you can pass the bill. But during the recess period, the governor is very much permitted to issue the ordinances, right? So kindly remember, at the central level, it is the President of India under article number 123 issues the ordinances. At the state level, it is the governor of the concerned state promulgates ordinances. What is the article? Article number 213, 213. Please remember, President, ordinance, article 123, 123. Kindly remember. Governor, state level, article 213. Okay, so these are the things, kindly remember. Now, look at this. So now you are clear, and the answer is governor, right? So let's and article number, please. You can clearly remember this article number 213, 213. Next, right? Ramnath Kovind, the presidential candidate of National Democratic Alliance, submitted the resignation as a governor of. One important question: he is going to be the president. Just now we have discussed he is going to be the president, but one of the possible questions is that before he becomes the president of India, tomorrow it may be a question, before he becomes the president of India, for which state he served as the governor, right? And recently, as we all know, he submitted the resignation letter. Right now, today, so he became one of the very, very important persons in the country. He is going to be the president of India, and very soon he is going to be the first citizen of the nation. And yesterday, day before yesterday, he took part in this International Yoga Day. Right, all attention is there on this gentleman. Wonderful person, rather. Of course, I told you, two people, and of course, Meera Kumar. With respect to Meera Kumar, kindly remember, today the speaker in the Lok Sabha is Sumitra Mahajan. Prior to Sumitra Mahajan, starting from the year 2009 to 2014, the speaker of the Lok Sabha was Meera Kumar. And also, kindly make a note of this. And she's the first woman speaker of the Lok Sabha, right? And fantastically performed her job. Exceptional job. She performed wonderful, right? So these two are very good people, in fact, for India. But since majority is there for Ramnath Kovind, he is going to be elected. But the point is that tomorrow it may be a question for which state he submitted the resignation for governorship. Answer is Bihar. next. Okay. So option D should be the answer. Look at this. International Yoga Day. When is it celebrated? Right? This is celebrated on June 21st. And good thing, that's right, it's a wonderful thing, and a majority of the nations also accepted. And it seems that on June 21st, the heads of the nations, more than 100 nations heads, they also participated in this Yoga Day celebrations. Right, and if you look at India also, even in the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the celebrations went on. Prime Minister took part personally, and various chief ministers and governors of various states, they also took part, and people took part with lots of enthusiasm. So this is how you need to create awareness among the people, and yoga, of course, the best one, right? And so maybe majority of you also might have taken part, and let's make it a part of our life, right? So it should become a routine, and this is a really wonderful thing that will stabilize our personalities and will maintain lots of balance, which is very, very important, right? But what is the question here? Question is not just International Yoga Day, but the thing is that International Yoga Day was the first celebrated on, this is important, okay? It was first celebrated on June 21st, 2015, right? 2015. And in fact, the idea was mooted by the Prime Minister of India in the year 2014 itself, and overwhelmingly it was accepted by the members in the United Nations, and majority of the nations, more than 170 nations have accepted, and this particular day has been decided as a International Yoga Day. Please remember June 21st. Anyway, you'll remember, there's no doubt. So because there's lots of advertisement, and maybe personally you also have taken part in that one. But the point is that when it started, for the first time, it was celebrated in the year 2015. Now, look at this. Right answer is B, June 21st, 2015. Clear? Now, look at this. Have a look at this. June 21st is, what happens on June 21st? It's longest day in the northern hemisphere, longest day in the southern hemisphere, equal day in both the hemispheres, shortest day in the northern hemisphere. June 21st, please. You must be aware of this. But still, there should be no confusion. Have clarity on whatever you are learning. That's important for the success in the examination. Right? What's your answer? Shall we go with option A? Yes, this is the longest day in the northern hemisphere. That's it. So kindly remember this. Right? All right. So these are the questions that I wanted to discuss with you today, and I'll see you in the next class with the more and more current affairs. So thank you so much for being with me this evening. I wish you all a very, very good luck, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Good night.